Hello there everybody, good day to you and welcome back to the channel. I'm glad you guys are here. We're hopping in I think it's a 2010 Chevrolet Tahoe. It's got the 5.3. The customer has had lots of work done on this thing in recent times, and one of the things they need me to take a gander at is the parking brake down below. Don't want that one. He's tried to use it on occasion and found out that the lever just kind of runs all the way down. We do get a little bit of parking brake engagement all the way at the bottom of the lever, but it's not really enough to kind of lock the rear wheels in. So what we're going to do here is we're going to pull the rear wheels off and disassemble the service brakes. We're going to bring those the axle down to the rear brake area down to the rear axle, and we're going to go in there and take a look at the service or at the drum brakes inside of the disc to determine whether or not there's an issue with the shoes. So basically what we have here is a brake shoe inside of a brake rotor that actuates the parking brake or acts as the parking brake. And on that note, I'd like to make an attempt to correct the vernacular at large regarding parking brakes. See, everybody calls them an e-brake for emergency brake, and it's not. And I say that it's not because there is no circumstance whatsoever when you're driving your car and you run into some kind of an emergency where you need more braking, where it's within your head to reach down and push that lever down to try to get more stopping power out of it. It doesn't happen. The only emergency you could possibly come up with where that brake would be effective in the emergency is if your actual brakes fail and you no longer have any brakes. Then you're in an emergency situation. Then you could use the cable-driven parking brake. But when we get this apart, you'll see why it's not really a solution for an emergency, because there's almost nothing there to provide friction to stop the vehicle. So I really discourage people calling those e-brakes or emergency brakes. It's a parking brake, and it should be referred to as a parking brake because its only real use is to brake the vehicle during a parking event. That is all. And that's really only useful when you're parking on a hill or when the vehicle is encouraged to roll in either direction and you do not want the parking pawl in your transmission to bear the load of the entire vehicle. I mean, look right here, we got a 6,000 pound SUV. If you were to park this on a hill, the pin in the transmission is the only thing that's locking in that drivetrain, and that's what puts it in park. So you would apply your parking brake to take that mechanical load away from the transmission and apply it to some kind of friction material. So that's what we're going to talk about today. Let's get these wheels off real quick and we'll get straight to it. And on that note, we return back to impact gun cam. I hope this doesn't make you nauseous. Let's go ahead and zip these lug nuts out of here. I'm using my least favorite gun. It's not that it's a bad gun. I'm just spoiled by the brushless motors of the new technology. This motor, you can hear it, it has brushes inside. It's a brushed motor. Old school technology, and it's fairly inexpensive in El Cheapo. And it smells too. You can smell the brushes burning off when you run the gun. Dave said it smells like the old train sets used to. Remember your HO scale trains? Kind of sounds like it too. There we go. Come on, 20-inch wheels. These are heavy. I can't do that one-handed. There, I put the camera in levitation mode so it just kind of holds itself. Now I can get these big old 20s out of here. Ah, somebody painted their brakes. Look at that. Nice and shiny. Let's move on over. Exiting levitation mode. Let's go over here to the other side and get that other wheel removed here. Okay, again, it's heavy. Re-entering levitation mode. It's very stable, kind of like a drone. Hey, I found some air springs in there, some helpers. How about that? Those are nice. Okay, so what we need to do is basically just get these brake drums removed and out of here. So we won't have to disassemble the entire caliper. We just need to take the caliper bracket off from the backing plate on the axle. So we've got one fastener here and then one other one right down there. All right, taking a peek in here, utilizing the top-down view. Got a 16/18 flexi head wrench. We're gonna get these guys loose, unclick. There we go. And that bottom one. Ooh, give that a tug. Ding. There we go. So now this whole caliper and bracket assembly can come free, right? So we'll pull this guy off. Looking good in there, okay. Set this guy off to the side on the suspension like so. It can live over there. Now we pull the rotor off, just wiggle it back. And there are our parking brake shoes. We can see they've been used a little bit. There's some brake dust inside of the drum. See how we have the drum inside of the disc? Clever design. And what we're looking for is to make sure that these shoes have not delaminated, and we want to make sure that they're not worn out to nothing. And these actually look pretty decent. I didn't really expect to find any wear. I'm not really surprised. Okay, yeah, I'm not surprised to find no wear. I actually expected them to be slightly delaminated, meaning that the friction material has come off of the stamped out backing plate. Let's go pull the other side real quick and make sure those ones are not garbage, and then we'll figure out what to do about the situation. And we're gonna try to actuate and get some better parking brake for this particular Chevrolet Tahoe. So going back in for that top-down view right here. We'll crack these guys loose. Unclick. Reaching around, grab that bottom one. Pull that one loose. There we go. Okay. Electron ratchet. Come back in from the bottom. Kind of bear hugging the axle here. Good. Come off. Ah, the pad fell out. It's okay, I'll put it back. And rotor, you're coming with me. Let's see what we've got on this side over here. Okay, taking a peek at our shoes again. They're not delaminated, and they're not really worn. I see some decent thickness there. This side is very similar. Not delaminated, it's a little bit worn. Yeah, we're getting there right here, see that? We're getting a little thin on this side. I think that we can probably get away with just adjusting these shoes out with this adjuster right here, and we'll try again. So, let me get some brake clean. We're gonna blast all this off, get it cleaned up a little bit, and then we'll try to hit those adjusters, spread the shoes out so there's less clearance at the drums, and that may give us a little bit more of a positive engagement when we go into a parking situation. Beginning parking brake shiny procedure now. Just want to get all the dust out, especially on that adjuster down there. See that guy? Ooh, stinky. Okay, that side's good. Let's go on over to the driver's side. There we go. You notice how the adjuster's at the top on this side and at the bottom on that side? Does anyone know why they do that? Not another. I still have more left. Ding ding. Okay, so let me grab a flat bladed tool type device. We can adjust these guys out some, get more of a spread. So you've got this contact area on the shoe and then this contact area on the shoe. Inside that's threaded. So when we turn this little wheel right here, it's gonna thread or unthread that, and you can adjust the tolerances of these shoes. All right, let us utilize a screwing driver to work this little adjuster wheel here. I believe maybe some pliers would be best on this. Probably. See how we're getting a gap right here? That's pushing the shoes outwards so they can re-engage that inside that drum. So I got about a 1/16 of an inch or so right here. Let's grab the drum and slide it back over and see if it fits over top of that shoe. All right, brake rotor. Let's slap this guy back on right here. We could probably even get some more out of this, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna give that a couple other little turns. We're gonna tighten it up real good. I want engagement on this parking brakes right from the top of the pedal. Like, not at the bottom, right up top. Let's just get a couple more. Am I going the right way? No, I went that way, that's the way. I tried to adjust these on the ground, but you can't get up and around that corner. There we go. I'm tripping on my own two brake rotors. Okay, so I don't hear that thing scraping on there. I think that's kind of good for now. Let's move on over to the other side again. Let's tighten up that one. And then we shall see if I can get some decent parking brake engagement out of this. Now this one is at the bottom. See that right there? So I believe we're gonna go this way with the adjuster. I'm gonna attempt to achieve equal spacing. Let's try that. Let's grab the rotor. Slip that guy right in position here. Maybe. I can't get my studs lined up. Okay, that one, this one's a little tight. Yeah, that's too tight. Let's back it back off. Uh-oh, I got it stuck. Look at here. It's getting hung up on that shoe. Don't want that. Yeah, let's back this one off a couple little notches. Went a little bit too aggressive on this side. Let's try that right there. Okay. Attempting fitment time number 2, attempt number 2. Feel a little bit of scraping still. Let me back it off just a little bit more. I don't want to hear the parking brake shoe touching the inside. It's not what I'm looking for. There we go. There we go, that's it. That's a lot better. I like it. So, let's go ahead and throw on the calipers and pads one more time, and then we'll hop in and check to see if we're getting good engagement on these parking brakes or not. Look, we have floor dirt on the mating surface. That's not going to be okay. We don't want to bolt the wheels to the rocks, because then the rocks will crush, and then there will be no space between the wheels and rocks. And that will cause the wheels to be loose because of the rocks. And then the wheels will come off. because wheels are not supposed to be bolted onto rocks. Now, the reason that I'm gonna go ahead and bolt all this back together, a couple reasons. One, I'm fairly confident that that's gonna solve the issue of the low parking brake pedal. And number two, if I try to engage the parking brake with the calipers off, it could make the rotors go canted a little bit, and that can affect the clearances. So we're just gonna bolt it all back together, fingers crossed, and hope for the best. That's sort of the plan here. So here, let's scooch on in, and we'll get these bolts set up properly. That's our upper bolt. Lower bolt coming in down below. Bone hammer. There we go. Yeah, that's tight, sure. Okay, coming on out, let me grab my torquing ratchet here. I realized we did get some decent torque on that with the electronic tool, but I like to do it by hand. Clicks. And then down below. Okay, tight. Very good. Let us go back to the driver's side, semi-circumnavigating a Tahoe. Let's throw that next caliper back together. It should also be noted that you got to watch your brake hose when you have these calipers off, because it's possible to put a twist in the hose. And if you were to do that, you could damage the hose, and that would be bad. Okay. Aye, what have I done? There we go. Wiggle that guy in, good. And one fastener. There's the hole. Okay, second one down on the bottom down there. Very good. Torque achieved. Next one up. Torque achieved again. Beautiful. Okay, let me throw the wheels on this, this Tahoe real quick. I'll skip that part for the sake of video timing and all that good stuff, and then we'll let her down, hit that parking brake cable, or hit the parking brake, and then see how this thing goes. Real quick, I just mentioned cable, and I'm certain that the comments are gonna go, hey dude, just tighten the cable. Okay, let's go look and see why we cannot do that. Black subscribe button, moving on up. Just real quick, like, bear with me. I will show you that there is a cable, but we really can't tighten it. I mean, it's possible maybe on some manufacturers, but it's not a common procedure. So, there's our cable on our one side. See how it runs off the little lever right there? There's a cam inside that spreads those guys open. When that lever is pulled, cable, 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 cable. Same thing on the passenger side. Cable coming up. Cable goes into the frame. and we have adjustment right here, but these are usually factory preset and adjusted to assume that we have decent parking brake shoes, which we do. So I don't think we have much cable stretch out of it. I could adjust it right here, but those are typically, like I said, preset, so I really don't want to mess with them. I'd rather do the adjustment at the actual brakes themselves. My reasoning is as follows. Give that a wipe real quick, get my paw prints off of it. The reasoning being is with the shoes adjusted at their resting position, they're pretty much, well, they're flat, they're at rest, they're against their stops. If we adjust the cable, that's actually going to pull on the shoes, and it's going to remove the shoes from their stops, allowing the shoes to kind of move around inside. And we would rather have them at rest until they're being used, not halfway actuated by cable tension. Does that make sense? It does to me. I hope it does to you as well. Anyway, now we know there's the adjuster if you ever needed it, but it's preferable to adjust things at their actual source, not somewhere else. Off the locks, truck coming down. So let me throw the wheels on real quick, and we'll hop back in the cabin and check out the effectiveness of said parking brakes. There we go, words. All right, let's climb on in our unit right here. Let's see how our brakes are doing. Starting the engine. I'm gonna back up some so I can open the door all the way. Right front tire low, add air to right front tire. Right rear tire low, add air. It's got lots of tires that are low. I don't remember this note from previously. 38, 30, 40. TPMS shouldn't be going off. It says that the tires have air in them. That's weird. Okay, so there's our lever. Now remember, on the way down, we didn't get engagement until it was at the bottom. Let's see what we get here. Oh, there's engagement right there. 2 clicks. 2 clicks of engagement in reverse, letting off the brake, and it's holding. Okay, that's 2 clicks. Let me try forward. It did move a little bit in reverse. And forward on 2 clicks, it moves a little bit. Let's give it another click. 1, 2, 3 clicks. That's holding, foot off the brake. Neutral, reverse. That's holding, neutral, forward, reverse. Yeah, she's holding good now. So up here at the top, 4 clicks of engagement and we are good. This parking brake is all set. I like it. So we need to go outside, take it for a quick little ride, make sure we don't hear any noises because I did disturb a bunch of stuff. And I think this thing is good to go. This is a no parts repair. What's this thing beeping at me for? Oh, there's stuff behind me here. Honks for safety. Let's go ahead and back her on out. Back it out, back it out, back it out. Parking brake engaged. Ooh, nice. It brought us to a stop. Let's hit it again. Ha! These rear wheels lock up with parking brake engagement. That's pretty nice. Okay, we're off the brakes, rolling. Parking brake only. Let's see, it works. A little bit more, one more time. That's great. That's the best parking brake this truck's ever had. All right, I think we're all set, guys. One quick test drive to make sure we don't have any noises, and say this truck is all good to go. Seatbelt, clicker, tick. Well, folks, I hear nothing out of the ordinary back there. No noises, no vibrations. Parking brake works better than it ever did before. I'm happy with it, and I'm pretty sure my guy's gonna be happy with it because this is a no part repair. We do not even need to replace components. I mean, yeah, I could probably go, hey, it's a little thin right here, so let's put new parking brake shoes on it. But is the juice really worth the squeeze? I mean, I don't think it is, and I think that for the money involved with that set of parking brake shoes, I think the AC Delco ones were like $130 for that set of shoes, and we were able to achieve the same results with no parts required. So I'm very, very happy with the situation at hand. I think we're good with it, and my air conditioner guy is going to be good with it as well. So guys, having said all that, I have nothing more to offer you on this particular video other than a thank you for watching this video. Pedal Monster. As always, I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think about it in the comment section down below. Do not forget to engage that like and subscribe button while you're down there. And most importantly, have yourselves a fantastic day. See you guys later in a video, in a Tahoe parking brake, end of upgrade, end of no part repair, end of transmission.